Time for the toss here, game number 2. I've got the captains alongside me in the middle, Manik Patel, Rohit Powell, and we've got the ICC match referee, Mr. Dean Kosker, coming across from England and Wales. Manik, give it a toss. Heads is called. Dean, what is it?
Come down ahead.
Okay. Rohit, you won the toss. What are you going to do, please, and why?
We'll bat first, especially looking at the last game. We didn't find any dew in the second innings, so I thought in the second inning the ball was keeping low. So yeah, we wanted to take advantage of that.
What pleased you the most about that victory the other day? America are a very good side.
Yeah, absolutely. If you see, for the last 1 year, America is playing a really good brand of cricket, and they have beat Pakistan and good countries in World Cup. So yeah, obviously beating them in last game was a good booster for all of us. So yeah, we want to continue that energy in today's game also.
Just very quickly, any changes to your team today?
No, we are playing with the same.
Okay, Rohit, best of luck. Manik, what would you have done?
I mean, we would have bat first too, but we don't mind bowling. I mean, we know it's a used pitch. We just want to make sure that we restrict them under good score and make sure we take the responsibility as a batsman unit and chase it down.
After such a brilliant 6 months, maybe a bit of a surprise losing to Nepal. Are you feeling a bit of pressure tonight to try and square the series?
I mean, not really. You know, they played really good cricket yesterday, and we acknowledge that. And we need to make sure that we match their energy the way they are playing, and make sure that we get the 2 points.
Okay, final question, same for you. Any changes to your team tonight?
No, we're playing the same team.
Okay, Manik, best of luck. So that is the news from the middle. Nepal, they've won the toss, and they're going to bat first.
Look at those sides. And we'll start with the Nepal side. You see it there on your screen, unchanged from 2 days ago. Peter, any surprise? Are you surprised that we didn't see a change in there, or does this look like the best team on that roster?
Well, I guess the philosophy is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You got a winning team, and they feel like they've got a settled combination. They had a little bit of juggling heading into that first T20. I heard Angel Leonard talk about Kushal Bartel's changing role in the team, and Gulshan Jha also excelled in Canada in the T20Is up there, coming in at number 5. But otherwise, they performed well the other night, and there's no reason why they needed any changes. And as for USA, they are also unchanged, which I'm slightly surprised at. I thought they might go for the leg spinner Yasir Muhammad, but Sarawat and Manik Patel keeping faith on their side. Aaron Jones making his return to the team along with Ali Khan in this series after both missed the tour of Namibia.
Ball, and here it comes off the hands of Saurabh Netravalkar. Left alone, little bit of sideways movement from Netravalkar and
in his hometown.
just helped. It'll be the first runs for Nepal. Could be 4 of them. No, good work out at third man. That's Shayan Jahangir. Keeps it to just the 1. Flicked away, picked up. Huge roar from the crowd because that's the first maximum of the day.
Shot like that, that's not a shot that I don't think Anil Shah is exactly comfortable playing against Netravalkar.
This one struck him on the pad. And given in the end, Netravalkar strikes straight away. He breaks through, getting Asif Sheikh.
Well, we were just saying there was a little bit of pressure building. Shots being played by Nepal against Netravalkar didn't look exactly comfortable, and nagging away on that good length. Saurabh Netravalkar strikes to get Asif Sheikh for 1. It's 11 for 1 in the third. Yeah, just on a good length, nipped back ever so slightly, playing across his pads, just hit above the knee roll. That's a bail clipper in my book, Aman.
Yeah, I'd have to agree, and disappointing start here for Nepal. 11 for 1 as Asif Sheikh goes for just 1 run. This will get through the offside. Work to be done. That's a short boundary. Manik Patel's quick, but he won't be quick enough. It'll be the first 4 for Kushal Bartel, and the Nepal fans loving it so far on Grand Prairie.
Shot of Grand Prairie.
Bit of whiff on offer. That'll get through, and that'll run away to the boundary yet again. Straying in line this time, Ali Khan, and Bartel makes him pay.
Picking that one.
Hit away. This should find the rope. And it will. 4 runs. Kushal Bartel has come in, and he's really put the impetus in the innings.
On Thursday night, I thought Yasir Muhammad might come in for him, but they've stuck with him.
That's hit, aerial, and in the gap. Anush Shah, he might have been struggling earlier, but he's got one that he'd like. The length there just too full, and Anush Shah takes advantage. Batted one down domestically, and he's rated as this one swept away, and it'll be swept for 4. Kushal Patel, doesn't matter who's in front of him at the moment, he's going to find the rope. It's the other night, and if they continue to bowl well, no need to really change it up.
Inside edge, Sarah Netravalkar gets, well, what was really a dive for dramatic effect, no more in, and it's going to be a boundary. Use of the feet down the track, and gets it all the way. It's been spilled in the crowd, but the Nepal fans love it nonetheless. Right into the packed grandstand up here, and that's a good strike from Kushal Patel going after Nosh Kenjigay. Quickly over extra cover with that short offside boundary. That could be somewhere where we're going to see targeted, but this is the second wicket. It's the tamest of dismissals. Kenjigay, he roars with delight as Anil Shah never looked settled, never got set, and he simply gives it away.
Yeah, Nosh Kenjigay is roaring here in Dallas, and for Shah, it's been a painstaking innings, and on that there, you're going to see no footwork. He just kind of threw his hands at it. It's been the story of his innings. He hasn't used his feet quite well enough. Think about the way Kushal Patel's attacked it. Hasn't been the same from Shah. Again, look at the emotion from Nosh Kenjigay. He loves it. Again, this tamest of return catches. He's so good in the field. Never going to put that one down. That will be the second wicket for Nepal. It's 52 for 2.
Pumped down the ground, and that's why Gulshan Jah has been sent in. He's going to attack and go after it. Monty Desai doesn't feel as though the run rate is where it needs to be for Nepal to post a defendable score, so he's turned to his teenager, and that's the answer from him. Oh, beautiful stroke inside out, and you're not going to believe this, it's gone all the way for 6. What a shot! The shot of the second T20I, and it goes to Gulshan Jah.
That's the bigger end of the ground too, Lenny. That's a shot of real class. That's power as well. He hasn't quite gotten to it. He's had to reach out. We just show the power in the young man who just helps it stand and deliver cricket. And Monang Patel looking to be aggressive. He's an aggressive captain. He's searching for him.
And this is going to be 6 more. Straight down the ground. It just carries. Doesn't go over the rope by much, but it does it by enough. And Monang Patel has a forlorn look on his face. It was a risk going to Kumar. There isn't much turn on offer, and it's the second maximum of the over.
It's too full yet again. It's just sat there, asked to be hit. Again, stand and deliver cricket on a surface where it's not turning.
Into the right-hander with the shorter boundary on the leg side. That's darted in. Now, has he got enough of this? Well, he has. Not all the way for 6, but Aaron Jones is in 15 yards off the rope, and he's got it over his head, and it's landed inside the playing surface. Jah will get 4, should it have been the third wicket.
Just gone in that little gap, one bounce over the rope, and the USA would have to be kicking themselves at the moment.
Big moment in the match. Jah tries to repeat the dose. He may well have given it away here. He has. It's the captain who holds on to a well-judged catch. And Kenjigay strikes back. A delivery after maybe he feels as though he should have had the back of Jah. He just gets it to angle on. Jah tries to repeat an expansive stroke, and all he can do is skew it up into the air, and his short stay at the crease is over.
Well, he was given the license to do that. He was brought in to score runs, this time from Kenjigay. Just kept it on with the angle, didn't spin back, and that's what's undone Gulshan Jah. But again, Nepal needed this. They needed a surge, and they got it. From his 19 off 11, it's 89 for 3.
It was the 9 teams, the 9 associates, flying the developing or emerging cricket flag. Powdell uses his feet beautifully. It's a shot that he loves, and that finds the gap perfectly between mid-off and extra cover. The 100 comes up.
Here for his international career.
Well, a bit of innovation, probably not exactly as Kushal Patel intended it. This may well have gone all the way. And Samir Bandekar gets the arms above the head, and it brings up Patel's 50. His first ever at number 3. It's come off 33 deliveries, 4 4s and 3 6s, and delight on the bench for Nepal. Now full toss, sliced away, out towards Netravalkar and wide of him. That'll be a boundary. I think this is too choreographed for me. The batters are going to know exactly where the ball is, and even though there's protection on the offside, you can't plug every gap. 4 more. Oh, that's an outstanding stroke. We spoke about him trying to get it full, Harmeet Singh. It turns into a half volley. Sheer elation from the fans up there on the deck. It's as straight as you can imagine, and it's all the way for 6.
Well, we saw the reverse cue shot into the corner pocket against Ali Khan in the last over. That was the unorthodox bit. This is far more orthodox from Kushal Bertel. This is what he's been doing all innings, just clean hitting. Doesn't try.
Smashed through the offside. Oh, that's it like a laser. What a stroke that is from Kushal Bertel. An 82 yard boundary out that direction. Massive. Now, we could see Dipendra Singh Airi to the crease because Mayank Patel will hold on to another good catch and celebrate heartily as he has dismissed his opposite number. Jesse Singh gets the breakthrough. And maybe with Dipendra Singh Airi's fireworks, that might not be the worst thing for Nepal. It's a wicket to close out the 17th over. Good little leg cutter here, Peter, from Jesse Singh.
He got the timing off from Rohit Paudo. He was through the shot a bit early, skies it over, extra cover. And Mayank Patel had quite a lot of ground to cover in the ring, but gets there in time, latches onto it to get rid of Paudo for 18. It's 134 for 4 after 17.
Short, pulled away. It's the longer boundary, but it's gone all the way. What a stroke that is from Kushal Bertel. The Butwell boss. He's back to his very best.
Well, there's a reason why they stopped for 1 on that previous delivery, Lenny, because Kushal Bertel wanted to do that.
I think they're getting selfies with the ball up there. It might be a while coming back to Aaron Jones. Oh, what a strike this is into the night sky. That must have gone, well, what, 99? Slapped away over the head of Kenjigate, and it's another fielding error. It's not necessarily a drop catch, but it's not a great line run. And the positioning, particularly on the larger side of the ground, from Aaron Jones and Nosh Kenjigate, it's been an issue. 150s come up. This goes down the ground. There's a supermoon up there. It's going right towards it. It's into the Chinese lanterns. It's a collision course. Bertel's en route to maybe a second T20 I100. He moves to 86 with back-to-back boundaries.
Jesse Singh is still stewing, walking back to his mark because he knows he should have had him on the previous ball. Tries to bowl a little cutter there, and Bertel, not fooled one bit, clears the sight screen, and the
free hit really here for Airi. And he cashes in with fast hands, but he's picked out the man. And finally, the fielder in the deep on the larger side is in the right place. It may well actually have gone all the way had Aaron Jones not been there. He's got such fast hands, Airi. It was a free hit because they wanted Bertel on strike for the final over, but he's holed out, and it's Aaron Jones, the birthday boy, who takes the catch.
Well, it only took him 114 deliveries to get the field setting right on that side of the ground, Lenny. It's about time. Aaron Jones, instead of cheating in 15 yards off that 82-yard boundary, he stays on the rope this time and takes a straightforward catch. Dipendra Singh Airi out for 2. It's 157 for 5 after 19.
Enthusiasm and the passion. Looks for that reverse scoop, gets it perfectly. Won't go all the way, but it will be 4. Great innovation from Kushal Bertel. He's played it once for 6. This time it's 4 more. He's into the 90s. Another look. 2 balls left. He needs 2 boundaries. Oh, he's not going to get there. They're going to try run a by, and Arif Sheikh will be run out. It will leave Bertel stranded at the non-striker's end unless we have something utterly remarkable happen, like a few no balls. He's not going to get to the landmark. You can't really blame them for running. Arif Sheikh will be run out. It'll probably bring Karen KC to the crease for the final delivery, and Ali Khan will feel as though he's won that little part of the battle.
Well, Andres Klaus had an opportunity in the previous over to underhand into the stumps, couldn't connect. And on this occasion, he didn't have to run as far to collect the delivery, and that made it much easier to get in line and release the underhand shy to connect with a direct hit. So Arab Sheikh out for one with one legal ball remaining in this innings as Karen KC, another folk hero in associate cricket for Nepal, comes out to the middle to face the final delivery.
So one delivery left. We'll send the Nepal fans into raptures if this can go over the rope. Gets a good piece of it. And of course it will go over the rope. It's Karen KC just doing what he does. He'll only get to face one ball, but he smashes it for 6. And Nepal, they get up to the 170 marker, and that fan doesn't want to let the ball go. First innings is in the books. Nepal 170 for 6.
Well, 600 strike rate. You can't beat that if you're Karen KC. One ball and clears the ropes. It is the short boundary. Ali Khan was going for Yorker, just got it fractionally wrong. And that is Popeye forearms coming to the fore for Karen KC, muscling that just over the rope.
Look at the fans, loving every second. I think he's one of the most underrated hitters in the world game. He just always seems to do it. Simple technique. And I thought he might get that one over the rope from the one ball that he faced, and he did. Nepal have probably just nudged in front in the contest. They've got a little bit more than they had the other night on what was a really entertaining, a spectacular first innings. The mainstay of it was Kushal Bertel in this new role that he's taken on just in this Stake Stars and Summit Trophy Series 2024 in at number 3. He made 92 off 54 balls. Asif Sheikh and Anil Shah never really got going. They found it tough at first, but good contributions from Gulshan Jha, who started to change the momentum, and Rohit Paudel alongside the 6 from Karen KC, coupled with the 92 runs from the bat of Kushal Bertel, means that Nepal have 170 for 6.
Sarab Nejavalkar was brilliant. Bowled 3 overs in the power play for USA. Finished with 1 for 20, but a lot to be desired from the rest of the lineup. 2 wickets apiece for Jesse Singh and Nash Kenjige, who did not bowl his 4 overs. And you wonder, that 1 over that was given to Milan Kumar, will USA regret that?
Just the 1 over for the 6th bowler. Well, that's going to wrap up our first innings coverage. We'll leave you with the news that Nepal have posted 170 for 6, more than they did in the first T20I. And it means that USA are going to need 171 runs to win to square this Stake Stars and Summits Trophy Series and set us up for a grand finale, a decider tomorrow night. Can they do it? Don't go anywhere too far, because we're going to be back with all the coverage from the second innings in just 8 minutes' time. USA will need 171 to win. Open up with Andries House very effectively, but the captain, he says no, I want to take the responsibility, and he'll face up to the first ball. Will be a leg side wide.
At that quick fire runs, that's the difference right now for Nepal.
Now an appeal from Rijan Dakal, but that's clearly pitched outside leg. I think it's going to be given as leg buys. Didn't see any bat involved. It is. You don't think that was really ever going to be given out, and he got on with it. Bowls him. The perfect delivery. It's a peach from Karen KC, and Mayank Patel for the second time in 48 hours is gone early.
It's a fast bowler's dream. This delivery angled in towards the right-hander, and then that late swing away. Mayank Patel looked to play an expansive drive, but this is just what Karen KC does. He's so good. He loves bowling in Texas. The last time he was here before the World Cup would have been in the 2022 Cricket World Cup League 2s, and he was the player of the series. Mayank Patel just looking to drive straight. That late movement away was all it did. Little turn of the wrist as well, and look at Karen KC. He knows it. He does it everywhere he goes. And Nepal ahead of the game yet again. Mayank Patel goes without much. It's 4 for 1 for the USA. For all money, this is electric stuff.
Good stroke. much more like it for USA, and it's Saiteja Mukamala, the youngster who just holds his shape beautifully, doesn't try to overhit, and silences the predominantly Nepalese crowd here in Texas.
Doesn't Shahin Jahangir go big? The USA just have to build a partnership.
And now Andries House goes big, and he goes beautifully straight down the ground. He's picked that up off a length. Wasn't necessarily the worst delivery. And House says, well, KC, I'll see you in the Nepal Premier League next month, all the way for 6.
He's just timed that to perfection, hasn't he? He's picked the late movement as well. It's angled in, it's nipping away, but he's playing through the line of off stop. Monik Patel tried the same stroke.
And get that ball. Now, more brilliance from House. It's going to be back-to-back maximums. The shorter boundary, yes, but an equally impressive stroke. And USA start with a little counter punch, a 1-2 salvo from Andries House.
He's got brilliant hands, Andries House. He's just able to step into it and just look at the way the wrists go through the shot here. He's just helped himself, held the shape. Again, no deep cover fielder. For Karan KC, you can't bowl that wide without that USA 11 in terms of batting at 6.
Going to go with another one from Rijan Dakal, but Mukamala, with a very conventional stroke, pierces the gap on the offside. It's the larger boundary, but that was 4 from the moment it left the bat.
This is when he was an opener. You're not going to move off these two, as House somehow has timed that one to the rope. That's going to be 4 runs. He's come off really the toe end of the bat, but it just goes to show you the timing and the ability of this bat.
Oh, what an elegant stroke. That could well be the shot of the entire day, to be honest with you. An on drive, a lofted on drive of the highest quality from the young Saiteja Mukamala, 6 all the way.
Well, it's an audacious stroke after the ball we just saw. Got beat through and through. Use of the feet, but he's checked the line the whole way through. He's played on it. Sampokami tried to cramp him for room, but he's so good straight down the ground.
With the return to health of Stephen Taylor. House, for a moment, looked like he might have had his heart in his mouth as that one was headed towards the fine leg fielder, but it clears him to go for 4.
Devin Conway.
Oh, Andries House has cracked this one high and deep over long on. His 3rd 6, and how?
Well, we saw him do something similar to Kushal Bortel when he got too short in match number 1. Sagar Dakal, he's trying to be quicker through the air, but this time it's just stuck in the hands. And it's just dipped on him. And Andries House got into position early. And
Legs. And not on that occasion, and pays the price for it. You can't offer width going to the short side of the ground, and Sai Mukamala only too happy to get some on that delivery, deposits it over extra cover for 6.
And this has been the evolution of Mukamala's game, the ability to have this kind of power on the back foot. He's always been a great timer, but this one is his ability to lift it over.
Which is incredible to think about. Most of these guys have made their debuts as teenagers. And this one is going to go wide of the fielder and beyond the boundary as well. That's an awfully big hit over that 84-yard boundary. But Sai Mukamala times it well enough to get 6, his 3rd of this innings.
Yeah, not the rosy start we saw from Depinder Singh Iyer just 2 nights ago. Drags it down a little bit. Mukamala good enough as well. He was planted forward, but was able to transfer his weight late.
This time, muscles it down the ground. He's picked out the man on the boundary. And the pro-Nepal crowd erupts. Kushal Bertel had a spectacular night with the bat. He's continued it with a catch on the long-on boundary to dismiss Mukamala for 47. And this crowd comes back to life for the visitors.
Misses out on what would have been a brilliant half-century Mukamala. He just finds one for 6. He's just trying to muscle it. He hasn't gotten this off the middle of the bat and ends up being the simplest of catches. And look how much it means to Nepal. The crowd erupted. The big fist pump comes out as well as Mukamala goes back for a well-made 47 off of 40. United States, they're 96 for 2 after 12.
Up his first over tonight with a wicket. And that was the shot that Andries House fell to a couple nights ago, and boy, oh boy, almost deja vu again. This time, he threads the needle to get 4. The score's run out.
Clipped around the corner, that'll be 4. Not the right line from Sampal Kami. And the easiest of strokes for Jones to get his innings properly underway.
And aspect.
Round the wicket now, and this goes into the pad. It surely is going to have pitched outside leg, but the umpire says no. The finger goes up, and Aaron Jones cannot believe it. It's close to impossible to get one from around the wicket unless it straightens. Unless the umpire's saying it's pitched on leg, then it's going to go on and hit off. Big moment in the match here. Jones adjudged LBW.
Well, there was plenty of noise on social media the other night. We'll try and get the wicket delivery coming up. But there was plenty of noise on social media about the umpiring decisions that went almost entirely one way in USA's favor Thursday night. That doesn't appear to be the case here. Aaron Jones out for 7. It's 110 for 3.
In a front foot indiscretion as this is pulled away and pulled for 4. The pace on the ball is going the distance. Cannot understand the lack of spin for Nepal, but it's a fine stroke from Milan Kumar. The first boundary of the over. Prodigious spinners of the ball tonight. They've barely bowled any. Remarkably, just 3 overs of spin. It'll be Karen KC to bowl the 17th. And Andries House will get to another T20 I-50. And it's come off 35 deliveries. It was off the queue end of the bat. What a start he has had to international cricket. Signed by the Bakara Avengers now too in the Nepal Premier League. It's a 6th T20 I-50 in just his 22nd match. Peter, he's almost already the leading run scorer in this format for USA, and it's going to be a matter of time now before he overtakes Stephen Taylor.
Extraordinary start to his career. That began in April. 3 50s against Canada, 1 against South Africa in the World Cup, and then 1 in Namibia just the start of the month.
Hit towards the man at cover and taken. It's another twist. With Nepal, there's always a twist. And the cardiac kids have the pulses racing back in Kathmandu again. And it's Karen KC who sends Milan Kumar back. Excellent cover, diving forward from Rijan Dakal.
Small margins can make a big difference. I wasn't sure if this was going to carry. Sometimes fielders stay on their heels for this, but Rijan Dakal lunging forward from the edge of the ring, had no hesitation coming forward for that delivery. It was flat, it was low, but he made sure it carried. Milan Kumar goes for 15. USA 133 for 4 in the 17th.
League, now Major League, and he's a real burgeoning star. Heaved into the leg side behind square, great innovation. There's no one at square leg either in the circle or in the deep, and Jahangir exploits that ruthlessly. Of a short third, he's going to try and do the same again here. Instead he goes over the offside. Now, there's a long off out there, but it's over his head. What a shot that is! Put down in the crowd. An exceptional strike from Shayan Jahangir has swung the game heavily in USA's favour, and the stars and stripes are flying high.
The USA chants are being countered in the crowd. The Nepal fans going silent. The model no longer drumming in the crowd.
Down the ground, and that's going to be all the way. And USA, they can see the finishing line now. The gamble to bowl Dakal as late as the 18th is not paid off. And House's dominance against spin is on show yet again.
USA, the chant goes up again. The stars and stripes are fluttering. And the ball is doing more than fluttering off the bat of Andries House. It's thudding into the sights.
Picked up into the leg side. Now he's got a really good piece of this, but Dipender Singh Airi is out there, and he's not going to drop that. It's such a large boundary. It's incredibly difficult to clear, and Jahangir, he holds out to give us maybe another late twist as Sagar Dakal has his first wicket today.
Well, the sun and red moon, now they're flying. The model is thumping in the crowd. The drums alive. It was there to hit. But as you said, Lenny, you're going to have to clear 82 yards on that side of the ground tonight. We've seen some guys able to do it. Shayan Jahangir not able to on that occasion. Irie, the most dependable of Nepalese fielders, latches onto it. Jahangir out for 14. And USA and the 18th at 156 for 5. They need 15 off the last 2 out balls.
It's a Yorker. It's it down towards long off. And it's taken. Rohit Paudel sends the Nepal fans into ecstasy. And it's another late twist. The attempted Yorker turned into a low full toss, and Harmeet Singh could have hit it anywhere. And all he's done is hit it down the throat of Nepal's captain.
Lenny, I can't believe what I've just seen. We were just talking about all he needs to do is tap 1s and 2s. He's going for glory here. And when you get a low full toss, it can be very difficult to get underneath it. And that's what we've just seen. And it's almost deja vu of the tied match in Pearland when Aaron Jones, all he needed to do was tap a single. He went for glory, caught on the boundary. Harmeet has almost repeated that in exact fashion. He's out for 2. USA 159 for 6 with 9 balls left.
It all comes down to these final 6 balls. USA, they need just 7 to win. And House is on strike, and that could be the best possible result for Nepal. It's a single. 5 balls left. Good batting from Jesse Singh. I think they'll just take the single. They're going to take on the second. Could be a run-out chance if it was picked up cleanly. And it's not. It's fumbled by Arif Sheikh. Not for the first time today either. 4 to win off 4. That's where the ball goes. It will be a single. Dakal wisely chooses not to throw it. It means that House could put the finishing touches on this match now. 3 to win off 3. Me to House. Hit in the air towards long on. Kushal Bertel is out there. He takes the catch. Nepal have life. Can they pull the rabbit from the hat? House, the set man, is gone. He can't believe what he's done. And it's all going to go down to the last 2 balls now.
Well, he tried to finish it off in 1 ball. But USA are going to need those last 2 deliveries if they're going to get across the line here. House, that signature moment, is going to have to wait for another day because he tried to clear that very deep boundary on the leg side. It's an 80-plus yard hit to that side of the ground, but Kushal Bertel with his second catch in that position tonight, and House stunned. USA still need 3 to win off the last 2 balls.
House gone for 62, 168 for 7. The crowd are reaching fever pitch. It's 3 to win off 2. It's an inside edge. It's going to be at least 1. Will they think of a second? No, they won't. KC does the fielding. Ali Khan's maybe done his job. He's handed it over to Jesse Singh. And this Stake Stars and Summits trophy, the fate of it, it all comes down to the final delivery of this second T20I. 2 to win for USA. Any wicket or a dot for Nepal. 1 sends us to a super over. It's 2 to win. 1 sends us to the super over. A dot or a wicket wins it for Nepal. Here we go. It's a short ball. It's pulled into the deep. They'll get the 1. It's Dipender Singh Irie. The throw comes in. It's on the bounce. It's a run out. And we're going to the super over all the way. We can't separate them in normal time. And the fans, they're loving every second. And fittingly, it's Dipender Singh Irie's throw that runs it out for the second. Not quite Lords in 2019, but we have a super over under the Saturday night floodlights in Grand Prairie.
Well, you want to put your best fielder in that position. That was most likely where it was going to go with that ball that Sumbul Kami bowled. He bowled it short on purpose. He was playing for a drag into the leg side. He got what he wanted. He got it straight to the fielder he wanted it to go to. And Ali Khan did his job. He bolted like there was no tomorrow from the non-strikers, and he got back comfortably for the second. But Jesse Singh was just struggling to get the momentum going after playing the shot, and he was never going to get back for that second run. And it means we've got bonus cricket, Lenny.
Sides now must select 3 batters and 1 bowler to play a single additional over each that is going to determine the winner of this match. There are no ties, and remember, we have the potential for multiple super overs in case there is a tie. So USA have elected to go, it looks like, with Andries House and Shaihan Jahangir. And the way it works, the team that is fielding, they stay out there. So USA will bat again. And then there will be a number 3. The interval between the super, only 5 minutes. They will bat these 6 balls, and then the 2 sides will switch over. And then Nepal will come out with their 3 batters. If there are 2 wickets, the super over will be ended short of the 6 balls. And whatever they get, Nepal will have to try and get past. And interestingly, having bowled the final over, the 20th and final, Nepal are going to stick with their man, Sampal Kami, again. And they can also choose which end it is bowled from. So obviously Nepal, with the 2 right-handers at the crease walking out, they're going to go with this same end of the ground.
I disagree with sending Shaihan Jahangir in. If you remember back to the super over that USA had against Pakistan, they had Harmeet Singh in there with Aaron Jones. And a big reason why was because they wanted a left-right combo. If they put in Harmeet Singh with Andries House here, you have a left-hand, right-hand combo, and that helps negate the short side, long side boundary discrepancy. Nepal is facing 2 right-handers here, so they've set the field to bowl to that long side boundary where they've got extra protection. It's a lot tougher to score boundaries on that side. If you have a left-hander in there and Harmeet Singh, that neutralizes that in a big way for Nepal. I don't agree with this strategy going into the Super Bowl for USA, and I wonder, is Harmeet Singh going to be the 3rd guy should one of these 2 get out?
Well, here we go. Sampal Kami will bowl to Shaihan Jahangir. We'll get those graphics corrected. We've got House on strike in them, but it's a single to start with, as Anil Sad is the fielding. Remarkably, Peter, this isn't the first tie between these 2 sides, and it's not even the first tie between these 2 sides in Texas, because 2 years ago, you and I were both there in June in Pearland at the Moosa Stadium. It was 2-7-4, played 2-7-4. Tonight, that was in an ODI. That ended up as a tie. There was no super over. We're going to have a victor either way, even if it's going to take multiple super overs.
Well, this is your first super over. First tied match between these 2 sides.
Hit away into the leg side. That's a good result for Nepal. Only a single. Dipender Singh Airi, the fielder.
I seem to remember you were a little bit under the weather on that tied match. It was me and Ahmed Patel who were on the call that day, Lenny.
They were COVID times, Peter. The less said about them, the better.
I'm glad you're 100% for this occasion, Lenny. But the fans who are here tonight, they're catching cricket fever in a big way, Lenny. Yeah. I wonder if all those people leaving the Kevin Hart show, they might want an encore in Grand Prairie Stadium.
Fill it up. They're loving every second. 2 off, 2 balls. Our graphics just a tiny bit incorrect. Bowls him straight through. And listen to that roar. Sampal Kami is holding his nerve at the death. And Nepal are sensing a win for the ages, pulling it out of the fire. USA in real trouble halfway through this super over.
Over.
Well, quite remarkable. What a feast and a treat we've been given here on a Saturday night in Texas. An atmosphere that's quite unforgettable, as Aaron Jones is the one who's chosen to walk to the crease. A chance at redemption for him after what was an LBW decision that he clearly didn't agree with.
Well, I said earlier the candles were blown out by Sampal Kami. Is Sampal going to kick the candles over now?
On his 30th birthday, Aaron Jones has 3 balls to work with. And he heaves it into the leg side. Dipender Singh Airi is out there! USA in the super over. They have only 2 on the board. And Sampal Kami is the hero for Nepal. Surely they're going to go 2-0 up in this series now.
Well, he didn't just kick the candles over, he stomped on them. Not a birthday to remember for Aaron Jones. Sampal Kami, the party pooper for Aaron Jones and the home side here. What bowling by the veteran. He tried to clear that huge boundary, and again, this is why I feel like they should have had Harmeet Singh in there. Having the right-handers try and clear that huge 82-yard boundary is just asking for trouble. If they get a left-hander in there and Harmeet Singh, I don't think they would have had such a calamity in this super over.
What an extraordinary turnaround and turn of events. With 6 balls left, USA only needed 7. Sampal Kami's bowled the next 9, including the super over. He's only conceded 8 runs and he's picked up 3 wickets. Exceptional bowling from one of Nepal's very best. And with all those concerns and worries over their death bowling, it feels like Nepal are on the precipice of doing something incredibly special here, beating a fine American side on their home soil in this inaugural Stake Stars and Summits trophy. The super over ends with those 2 wickets. USA have only 2 to defend.
Essentially losing tie. USA was in command heading into the final over. They only needed 7 runs to win off 6 balls. 99% of the time, that's a team that's going to get across the line, especially with 4 wickets in hand. And yet, they couldn't do it. You'd call that a losing tie heading into the super over for USA. They were in the far more dominant position at the tail end of that chase. And here we go, having scored only 2 runs off this first half of the super over. They've really shot themselves in the foot in a big way, and it's going to need Ali Khan to spear the ball into the feet of the Nepal batters. But they're not going with him. They're going to go with Saurabh Netravalkar again. I don't know if I agree with this. I feel like Saurabh Netravalkar bowled the super over against Pakistan because in that situation he was better suited to it. In this situation, you need somebody who's going to explode the stumps with raw pace. And I think Ali Khan is the guy to do that. USA management obviously feels differently.
Well, what's the approach, I suppose, fascinatingly, for the 2 Nepali batters that have been selected? The captain is taking the responsibility himself. He's going to also take strike, and the man in form who was so brilliant today, surely nailed on to be the player of the match, Kushal Bertel, with that wonderful innings of 92 not out that came off 54 deliveries with 7 4s and 6 6s. What's their approach going to be? Are they going to tap 3 singles? Well, is Powell going to say, I'm going to get it done in 1 delivery?
These 2 guys, they're lightning between the wickets. They're quicksilver. If I were them, I would do what USA didn't do at the end of the match. USA was in a position where they just needed to tap and run. Harmeet Singh, I'm not sure what he was thinking, trying to heave a 6 with 2 overs to go.
Here we go. It's 3 to win, 6 balls to do it. And it's a dot. Oh, no, it's not. It's a misfield. Aaron Jones, it slipped through his fingers. On his birthday, he's had a birthday to forget. Out not once, but twice. And now a crucial, crucial misfield.
Well, I can't fault him too much. He shouldn't be in this situation. It shouldn't come down to needing to sprint in to cut off a single, defending 2 off a super over. There's a lot of things to criticize about USA tonight. I'm not going to pick on Aaron Jones for that one. There are other players in this lineup who had the responsibility to get USA over the line so they wouldn't be in a super over, and they just didn't get the job done.
Well, it was regulation, being honest, Peter. He didn't have to sprint a yard. He was standing at a silly mid-on. It just burst through his fingers. It's probably not going to end up being the difference between the sides. I'll agree with you on that much. But USA, credit to them now. They are actually going to gamble. They're bringing everyone in. They're not just going to allow Nepal to run 2 more singles. But Bertel, you would imagine, might just put a flourish to this finish with a boundary.
They've only got 1 fielder outside. It's 2, check that. They've got a deep third and a deep square leg. Those are the 2 fielders outside the ring, and they're hoping for a brain fade from Kushal Bertel to give a boundary catch.
Everyone else in saving a single. It's 2 to win. And he whips it elegantly out to the leg side. Any single from here will do. And the Nepal fans are on their feet. They know they're on the brink of a historic series victory here. And they're going to do so in the most dramatic of fashions. Here we go. Just one to win, 4 balls to do it. No is the call. Well, the Cardiac kids, they're known for their drama, Peter. There's always a twist.
Well, if they can't get a single from here, this would be the most...
And just a reminder, there is another super over if there's 3 dots or 2 wickets.
This would be the most unglamorous super over if Nepal can't go over the line. This might be a super over that sets back cricket a decade if they can't get over the line here, Lenny.
3 balls remaining. Any run will do. USA need 2 wickets from one of their heroes of the World Cup, Sarah Netravalkar, or 3 miraculous dots. And Powell guides it away and gets the single. And Nepal get the victory. They take an unassailable 2-0 series lead, much to the delight of the thousands of fans who've packed this Grand Prairie Stadium. It didn't look likely for much of the chase, but thanks to the heroics of Sampal Kami, allied with Kushal Bertel's return to form, a first 50-plus score in international cricket for over 6 months for him, his innings of 92 not out, Karen KC's 3 wickets, and Sampal Kami's heroics in the 20th over, and then again in the super over. They've guided Nepal to a famous victory on the most sensational of Saturday nights in Grand Prairie.
Nepal, they just don't know how to win a match but by a comfortable margin, Lenny. They always take it down to the final ball, the final run. In this case, the final extra over, if you will, super over. Rohit Paudel and Kushal Bertel walk off with smiles on their faces. USA, on the other hand, they're going to be going into the locker room wondering what on earth just happened. This is almost, in some way, shades of what happened in the Netherlands, where they had winning positions and then inexplicably shot themselves in the foot on numerous occasions and just froze, couldn't get across the line.
And Andries House in particular, Peter, he looks shell-shocked, doesn't he? And you can understand why. The match was literally in his hands. It's harsh to criticise the man who was the highest run scorer of the chase, but even just a few strokes along the ground to the bigger side would have done, and he holed out.
Well, it started with Harmeet Singh's dismissal in the previous over in the 19th. Again, at that stage, USA really only needed a little over a run of ball, and he'd just taken 2 off the previous delivery with a very clever tap and run into a huge amount of green grass in the leg side. All he needed to do was do that a couple more times. Instead, for some reason, he tried to smash Karen KC back into the sight screen, didn't get enough of it, and then Andries House, same thing. You're in a situation where you just need to run a ball in the final over, and he tries to clear the deepest boundary in the ground, 80-plus yards, when all he needs, again, tap and run into the leg side. You're with a high percentage chance of picking up 2, and you can literally jog to victory. Instead, USA somehow managed to bungle this in a big way. Meanwhile, the Nepal fans, they're not complaining. This is the home away from home series for them. Huge amount of support in Grand Prairie for the Sun and Red Moon, as a lot of them sprinted out after the final ball trying to beat traffic, but a significant number of fans, at least 1,000 of them, are still hanging around to soak up the aura of this victory. And the Nepal players, once again, as they did on Thursday night, taking a victory lap to say thank you to the fans for turning out in big numbers. Such a huge Nepalese community here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, and they've shown out in big numbers here tonight. There were 1,000 fans on Thursday night, well over 2,000 here tonight in Grand Prairie Stadium, and they're enjoying every moment of this as Nepal has clinched a 2-0 series victory with a match to go tomorrow night.
Yeah, big shout out to Justin Gill as well, and David White you see there, Josh Dascombe, Mervyn Pereira, all of the MLC team, Zubin Sarkari. You've done an incredible job helping USA cricket. Dhruv Barrow and all of the USA cricket staff to pull together what's been a huge success of a series. We've probably seen bigger crowds for these matches than for any of the other T20s we've seen baked in and around Cricket World Cup League 2, maybe the only exception, those games in Kathmandu. Memorable moments for the associate game. Two exceptional sides, two really good teams, both probably a little imperfect in some aspects, but with some outstanding players, and they served up an all-time classic tonight here in Texas, didn't they?
Well, USA definitely imperfect. I'm not sure where the imperfections are in this Nepal lineup. They're a lot harder to spot because in those tough moments, they've just got the will to win. By rights, looking at the scorecard on paper, this was USA's match to lose. They were in control. It was going to have to be some unforced errors that really kept Nepal alive, and that's exactly what happened. And the wickets that fell are poor situational cricket from USA. You have to say it wasn't that they were poor shots at face value. It was in the combination, the scoring options that were available. They chose the lowest percentage option, and it backfired spectacularly on them.
Yeah, and as Nepal complete their traditional lap of honour that is going to leave, well, the vast majority of the fans who've attended here tonight exceptionally happy. There is the confirmation. The match officially is a tie, but Nepal have won the Super Over, and they therefore take an unassailable 2-0 series lead in this inaugural Stake Stars and Summits Trophy 2024. Peter, you feel as though USA threw it away, but a special word for Sampal Kami in particular, his heroics in the 20th and then again in the Super Over.
Well, the tactics. USA just got their tactics so horribly wrong. Again, the inability to target twos in the final 2 overs and then not bringing in Harmeet Singh for the Super Over. I did not understand that. I called it out at the time. This is not hindsight speaking. I disagreed with it very strongly in the moment, and seeing the way the 2 wickets fell, to me, underscores the point I was trying to make at the time, that they needed a left-hander at the crease with a short boundary. They didn't do it. Sampal Kami, on the other hand, very intelligent bowling in the situation, not just at the end of the match, taking 2 for 34 to send the match into a Super Over, but with 2 more wickets in the Super Over itself. If it wasn't for Kushal Bertel's 92 off 54 balls, you'd make a strong case for Sampal Kami being the player of the match.
Well, the good news is that we have Aman Patel standing by with the post-match presentation. That's going to be ready in just a few moments' time. But for me, Andrew Leonard, for Peter Della Penna, for all the crew, for Rob, Umair and all the team who brought you the most entertaining game of cricket you will ever enjoy. We'll get down to Aman Patel now shortly for the post-match presentation. For us, it's bye for now.
Stake Stars and Summits Trophy here in Cranberry, Texas. What a show we have just witnessed. First off, USA Cricket would like to thank its sponsors, Stake and Heritage Catering, for their ongoing support of this series. And what better way to finish game number 2 with a Super Over won by Nepal. First off, I want to call out USA captain Monam Patel for a couple of words.
No, it's not coming from the camera. Because dude, I know what I'm doing. Alright? It's on the output.
First, struggled to hold wickets early on this match. The wickets fell later on in bunches. How do you guys correct that headed into match number 3?
I mean, the wicket also got battered today with the dew coming in. The ball was coming really nice on the bat, and you know the our batsmen on the top they applied themselves, and I felt the way Andres batted, it was really good from him.
Yeah, unfortunately lost the first 2 with match number 3 on the horizon. What's the approach going into tomorrow?
I mean, you know, it's important that we play some good cricket tomorrow and make sure that we win the game.
Well, tough luck today, Mona. Good luck tomorrow. Well, that's Monang Patel, USA captain. Now I'd like to call upon captain of Nepal, Rohit Paudel. Rohit, love the applause there. A heart-pounding victory. How did your team seem to pull this off every time?
I think we stayed calm in those crunch situations, especially the way Sompal Dai and Karan Dai and all the bowlers chipped in the nail-biting game, where I think they were very calm. So I think that is the reason we finished across the line. So I think credit must go to them.
Yeah, take me through that final over. 7 from 6. You give Sompal the ball. What's the message to him? What's the plan? And how good was he?
Nothing. As we knew that the way he bowls the slow balls and Yorkers, he has mastered in it. And today was the day when he delivered it. And the belief was always there in the super over that he'll do good. And eventually he did well for us.
Yeah, you might not be at home, but it feels like a home game with this crowd. And you got to hit the winning runs in front of them. How much does that mean to you? How cool was the energy and the electricity in this crowd?
Yeah, absolutely. I think after a long time we are winning a series outside Nepal, and that's a great feeling. And I think the way the supporters came here and support us, I thought it was in TU. And I want to thank everyone who came here today and supported us. Thank you so much for coming.
Congratulations, Rohit, on another heart-pounding victory.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
There you go, captain of Nepal, Rohit Paudel. They've clinched up the series 2-0. And now, for our final award, I want to call upon Srini Salvar, who is the male player director for USA Cricket. And you're going to take one more step towards me over here. And, well, we have a bunch of options today. Anjas Kels, an honorable mention, 62 runs of his own. Sampal Kami we heard about, 2 wickets in regulation, and then 2 wickets in the super over. But the player of the match today is going to go to Kushal Bartel, who scores an unbeaten 92 and thrilled the crowd here in Grand Prairie. Congratulations, Kushal. I'm going to have you stay on for a couple of words here. First off, 92 unbeaten. This is your first half century batting at number 3. How have you been able to adapt to every batting position you've been at?
Yeah, we got to be really good in throughout the inning. So my plan is to go deep in the inning. So I really love my inning.
Yeah, you came out very aggressive. What was the approach change from yesterday to today?
No, we are not just good in the power play. So I decided to go to the bowler. Anil is batting so well. So just a one partnership there, and I think later on we capitalized that.
With the bat, you were great, but you also took a big-time catch over there, getting Saimu Kamala. And it felt like at that point, USA was ahead of the game. I saw a big fist bump for you. How big of a moment was that in today's match?
Yeah, the cricket is all about the momentum. Just a crazy game. The way the Sompal Dai bowled throughout the innings, I really enjoyed. So cricket is a crazy game.
Last thing, how was this crowd here today?
Really loved it. We felt like a home. All the who lived in the Dallas or Texas who came here on the Saturday. So loved it.
Beautiful. Congratulations. Well played today, sir.
Thank you.
Well, there you go. Kushal Bartel, an unbeaten 92. How good was he? Want to thank all the fans in attendance. They were fantastic. Great to have you. And we got one more game. Make sure to come out tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Time right here at Grand Prairie for match number 3 of this Stake Stars and Summit Trophy 2024. Want to thank you for tuning in, and good night.